Alright guys, if you guys watched last game match, Mexico versus Ecuador, I was working and I was freaking nervous. I started yelling. Mexico played really good game in the first half. They were attacking, they scored 2 goals, obviously. One from Julian Quiñones, which was like a golazo. And then Raúl El Lobo. Obviously, man, that dude deserves everything. It's the second goal that he's scoring. I think it's the second one he's scoring in the World Cup, actually. And this is his last one. So, man, the guy is performing like as we expected. Here's the thing, though. A lot of people were hating on Mexico, saying that Mexico is a small team, all national team, that the Mexican football is ass. I'm like, bruh, most of these people are jealous that we're big. Mexico is huge. Mexico is huge in football. I mean, the culture in football is huge over there, man. Why would you say these kind of statements when they're false? And it's all from Ecuador. Fan. It's pretty much, they were hating. They were hating just because it's actually popular to hate Mexico at the moment. But don't get me wrong. Like, the team for Ecuador is actually really good. They had a really good, solid team. Like, the whole defense in Ecuador was actually really good. I mean, was it like both? One of them plays for PSG, the other one plays for Arsenal. Paco plays for PSG, and then Hicape plays in Arsenal, which they're phenomenal. And they got Moises Caicedo, who's like the most expensive player in the team. But I mean, 3 people cannot win a match, man. You need the whole team to win, and that's what Mexico did. The whole team was actually synchronized, and they were able to capitalize on the mistakes that Ecuador did. Even though Ecuador gave a good game, but it wasn't enough to win. Just saying, dude, it was expected. I knew that Mexico was going to win. But I just don't understand the hate. If you think about it, in Latin America, there's only 2 leagues that they're the most popular ones, and they have the most cash they bring, the most revenue, which is La Liga Mexicana and La Liga Brasileña, the Brazilian league. Those are the only 2 leagues that I could tell you that they're the biggest. Ecuador league is not that great, not that much cash flow going on there, but they do produce some ballers over there. And here's the thing, though. Mexico could be a big potential if the directors that control everything when it comes to young talent, they actually pay attention, they actually invest in the young talent. Because, to be honest, those directors, they only care about money, they only care about sponsorship, they only care how much it brings in the table, the money they bring every time Mexico plays, in the United States or even in their home country, right? But Mexico itself has a huge audience here in the United States. So guess what? We bring the cash. Problem is, man, a lot of people are very selfish, and they just want to keep everything to themselves. And this is why Mexico, I can't say never. They might win a World Cup. Maybe they'll wake up, but it's kind of hard to say. But what I get frustrated is, like, we got players like Gilberto Mora, who is like pretty much the Iniesta of Mexico, and if that's not motivation, I don't know what else is, man. Because they just, Tijuana, Los Cholos Quincles, they literally produce a baller that's literally breaking records in the Mundial. He's playing really well. He doesn't crack in pressure, which is crazy, dude. So this kid could definitely play in Europe. He could play for Barcelona, even for Man United. He could play in England, dude. Everyone knows when you play in England, it's very physical, so you have to be strong. And he's pretty short, so I'm like, I think that guy could do it. Thing is, there's a bunch of clubs in Mexico that when they have young talent that they're blowing up, they want to sell them for high. They want to make a profit. They don't want to sell it for cheap. Because let's be honest, which European team is going to literally spend $60 million on a Mexican player? They'll probably do it for a Brazilian, but not for a Mexican. And that's the issue that we have, that a lot of Mexican talent that are actually really good, they're playing well in their native country. It's not that they don't want to leave. It's that they want to leave to play Europe, because that's where everyone's dream to go, is to play in Europe, right? But it's the teams, the clubs, really don't allow that, because they want to make a profit off of you first, and it's not fair for the players, at least. Yeah, but now that we know who we're facing on Sunday, Mexico's facing England, and I'm not gonna lie, England is a strong team, bro. Like, I was surprised that Congo scored the first one. Congo was playing good on the first half, and they were attacking, dude. They were attacking like it was nothing, dude. But then, obviously, England has just, I don't know, man. They got ballers, bro. They would just keep pressuring them, and on the second half, obviously, Congo was just there to survive. And unfortunately, they couldn't withstand the fury of Harry Kane, dude. Every time you leave Harry Kane by himself, dude, the guy's gonna score goals, bro. The guy's gonna score screamers, man. And that's what he did, man. He scored 2 freaking goals. And now we have to face England. And it's gonna be a tough game, dude, but they're gonna play in Estadio Azteca, which the elevation is pretty high. And I don't think the players are actually used to that elevation. So that might be actually a test for them. But I really didn't knew that Mexico was going to face England. Like, I kind of wish they'd face Congo, but it is what it is, man. I mean, I want to face the strongest opponent so that we could beat them and people could stop talking shit, to be honest, man, because I'm getting tired of it. I ain't getting tired that a lot of haters are just hating on my Mexican team, man. El Tri. But what a game, dude. I was nervous, too, when I was watching the England game. I was like, damn. I kind of knew already. I kind of knew our faith was, to be honest, but it's going to be a good win. It's going to be a good win, and hopefully it'll be a fun game. Hopefully it's not a boring game. But who knows, man. Football's different, though. But it's the knockout stage, so anything could go. But I will leave you guys with this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Actually, not tomorrow, on Sunday, because I'm going to go to San Jose to watch the game. So if you guys like this content, please give it a like. And also subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys on Sunday. Peace.